Welcome, collectors, to part 6 of the HO files. In this video, this display is one of my more elaborate displays on the layout, so it was really kind of difficult to transfer or port it, if you will, over here to the review area for you, but hopefully you kind of get the gist of it. So what's going on here is we're building a hospital, which is one of the buildings that the HO city or display really doesn't have. Which is odd because that's kind of one of the main infrastructure buildings that you need to have for a city. But anyway, so the main building and kit is the Walthers Scene Master Skyscraper Under Construction kit, which, as you can see, is basically just a skyscraper frame building with this feature right here in front of it, which is really quite cool. Over to your right, which is not completely in the screen, and we will go over all these components as the video goes on, but that is a site trailer, also by Woodland Scene, or also by Scene Master, excuse me, and that's a separate part of a separate kit, so it doesn't come with this set, but it makes a nice addition, as you'll often see those trailers on building sites. So let's go ahead and start. So like I said, bear with me, you're going to have to use your imagination slightly with this because it looks like things are thrown everywhere because things are thrown everywhere. But if you were to look at this on the display where you'd have topography and different ballasts and different colors where you can see where the guys are working on the parking lot or where they're smoothing out the foundation or where they're actually, in a staging area, it would make a lot more sense. So again, bear with me here. And anyway, let's get going. So front and center, we have some beams being delivered for the main construction part that are on a flatbed, which you can see here. Along with, we have two construction figures here directing the crane on where to pick up these girders or beams. So those are actually part of the kit. You actually have to assemble all the cross sections. The main sides are all casted as one piece, so that's nice. But basically all the other sections you have to glue in so they come like this, which is cool because that actually allows you over time, if you want on your layout, to show the building in different phases of construction, which is really kind of neat. So if you were to have, your layout over time, you can see the building in real time as it's being erected, which is really quite cool. So essentially you could start off with a blank piece of property, then you could pose them excavating the foundation for the building, and then pouring the foundation, and then, erecting as you go, so on and so forth. So anyway, these are the beams. I have them on a flatbed trailer. Let's move these figures out of the way. This is the flatbed trailer, which you have seen before on this channel. Very simplistic, nothing great about it. And then here is the tractor that was pulling it. This is a Matchbox Premier Series. I think this is a Kenworth. What is this? Yeah, Kenworth T200. Not a bad looking truck, in my opinion. A little bit harder to find now. This came in a 2-pack back in the day. I always thought it had a pretty striking looking paint job on it. As for the crane, this is a Grove rough terrain crane by NZG, a very nice model indeed. It has multiple different sections on it, as you can see. It even has a wrecking ball up on top there. I believe I have reviewed this crane somewhere on the channel, so if you're interested in getting a closer look at it, please consult that video. They made multiple different versions of this. There's even a military green and military tan one, which I kind of thought was cool. Maybe one of these days I'll hunt one of those down. So that's the front part of the building. You can see this, which the kit actually offers you different decals to put on the front. And the part that I felt was the most intriguing or really the coolest was that the decal sheets have different election year posters. So with different presidents. So essentially, this kit could really be any era from the earliest time when they were building skyscrapers up till modern day with like the President Bush election flyers. I think there's even an Obama election flyer. So I just, details like that I find really fascinating. If you want to really laugh, these are my homemade crane mats, which are nothing more than pieces of cardboard. But they work because the outriggers on the crane actually don't touch the ground. So I made these. Alright, over to the side, the right-hand side, is a staging area for equipment that isn't being used at the moment. So this is a Norscot Cat D5 M LGP dozer. Very nice, smaller dozer. Rubber tracks, released in 2002. But the blade has exceptional functionality for a model of that age, as you can see. Pretty good range of motion there. Not a bad little bulldozer. And next to it is an Earl Deere 310 SE backhoe. Again, not the greatest functionality, but very affordable. Okay, so the site trailer. This is basically it. It comes with a trailer and a bunch of different company signs. I elected to go with the J.P. Johnson Incorporated Grading and Excavating sign, but you can, as always, you can make your own. You can choose one of the ones that comes with the set. It's basically just a semi-trailer, and then they give you little stairs to make with it. There's a couple other accessories, but otherwise it's very inexpensive, but it's a very nice little accessory to add. Okay, so again, this is as one of the walkers, one of the steel workers goes for his fall of death. This is, again, the front side of it. Very cool. So I have I think this is a Newson tracked mini dumper, which is cool. Various different guys. This is our dead guy now. Poor guy, rest in peace. I have a welder up here doing some welding work. This is a newer truck to me, which is awesome. This is an Athearn F850 cement mixer in the Tri-City Rock livery. These trucks are ridiculously overpriced, in my opinion, but they are very highly detailed, and they look great. So, I wanted to add one of these Athearn cement mixers, so I eventually sucked it up and bought one. Alright, as for the main building itself. Alright, so let's see if I can do a decent job of explaining this. So these sections right here, they give you 4 of them. I only have 3 of them built because I wanted this part open. But these are 1 section each. And then you have to build the cross sections by each of those little, where's the trailer? Each of these little sections. So again, you can make it in different stages of construction depending on how far along you want the building to look or how tall you want it to look. You can go just across, maybe a little higher up. So it's a very easy build. It shouldn't take you any longer than maybe a couple hours, and the instructions are very, very straightforward. But it makes a very cool construction kit. So obviously, you know, if you're a construction guy like myself, if that's your hobby, if that's what you're into, it's an easy buy. So that's the building. Alright, over on the left-hand side. So on the display over here, this is where they would be doing some land leveling in preparation for making the parking garage or the parking lot for the hospital. So we have a couple of 627G scrapers by Norscot. This is the newest of the two with the newer cat logo. And then this is the original with the older cat logo. Get both in the screen. There you go. Same model, different paint, different decals. So they would be working on the parking lot, essentially. This is an Athearn Deere 770 CH motor grader. Nice model. And then we have our site superintendent over here telling, orchestrating what's going on. And then we have two Bomag 213D compactors. This is a smooth drum, open canopy, and a pad foot roller. Again, if you're not familiar, there is the difference. This typically would be used first. This would be the finishing roller. So there you have it, collectors. I know that was a little bit long, but again, this is one of the more elaborate displays on the layout, just because in the real world it would be a pretty busy and elaborate scene. Again, basic structure is the Walthers Cornerstone Skyscraper under construction scene. Very, very cool. Again, it would fit any era from the late 1800s all the way up till today. And you could do a lot of different things with this. Whatever section or whatever time period in the construction process that you want to do is really awesome. It's a shame that really they don't let you go further than having basically the steel frame. They don't have any siding or anything. But again, I guess that's always something that you can make yourself further down the road. As always, I'm Tommy with Diecast Emporium. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please, if you haven't yet, it makes a huge difference in the popularity of these videos and in the analytics of these videos being discovered on YouTube. Please like, comment, and share, and please subscribe if you have not already. As always, I'm Tommy with Diecast Emporium. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Be safe, take care, and stay tuned for the next video.